What happens when Hollywood meets satire, and it turns into a courtroom battle worth $100 million? In a shocking twist that's sending ripples through both the entertainment and legal worlds, Rachel Zegler, the rising star of West Side Story and The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, is reportedly suing the creators of South Park for defamation and emotional distress. The alleged cause? A brutal parody that aired just weeks ago. But is this just another celebrity versus satire spat, or is there something deeper fueling the fire? Let's break down what really happened, how the internet is reacting, what legal experts are saying, and why this could change how satire and celebrities clash forever. When the episode aired, millions laughed, and just as many cringed. In true South Park fashion, it was unapologetic, offensive, and targeted a very specific Hollywood persona. Viewers were quick to point out the resemblance. The animated character Rochelle Zegler, a dramatic, overly woke actress who bursts into songs mid-sentence and accuses everyone of bigotry. Sound familiar? Social media lit up with debate. Memes exploded, and before the week was out, legal documents were allegedly filed. What started as just another outrageous episode from South Park is now turning into a legal battle that might cost someone $100 million, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Rachel Zegler, once hailed as Hollywood's next big thing, has become a household name thanks to her powerful performances and unapologetically outspoken online persona. But in recent months, she's also become a polarizing figure, especially after comments she made about classic films, industry standards, and even Snow White went viral, drawing both support and criticism. So when South Park decided to take a swing, it wasn't entirely unexpected. The show has a long history of lampooning celebrities, from Tom Cruise and Kanye West to Meghan Markle and even the Pope. But something about this time hit differently. The episode in question, which aired under the title The Princess Problem, features a character eerily similar to Zegler, melodramatic, sanctimonious, and bursting into musical numbers that preach about oppression. While the show never explicitly names Zegler, the visual resemblance, voice style, and the not-so-subtle name Rochelle Zegler made the connection unmistakable. Zegler's team reportedly felt the portrayal crossed the line from satire to character assassination. According to the early leaks of the legal complaint, the lawsuit alleges defamation, emotional distress, and intentional misrepresentation. The suit claims that the episode has damaged Zegler's brand, affected upcoming promotional deals, and even resulted in threats and online harassment. What makes this case explosive is not just the dollar amount, a staggering $100 million, but the legal precedent it might challenge. Satire has long been protected under the First Amendment, especially when it involves public figures. From The Onion to Saturday Night Live, American comedy thrives on exaggerated portrayals of the rich and famous. So the big question is, does Zegler actually have a case? Legal experts are already weighing in. Some argue that the suit is unlikely to succeed. Free speech protections, especially when parody is involved, are incredibly strong. In fact, the Supreme Court has repeatedly sided with creators over public figures in cases like this. But others suggest Zegler's legal team might be playing a longer game. Even if the case doesn't win in court, it puts South Park and other satirists on notice and possibly pressures networks and streamers to think twice before approving such episodes. Meanwhile, the response from the South Park creators, Trey and Matt Stone, has been, in typical fashion, part defiant, part comedic. In a joint statement released through their representatives, they said, "We stand by our right to poke fun at the absurdities of culture, including the culture of celebrity. If Miss Zegler is upset, she might consider a song about it." That statement alone went viral. Memes flooded Twitter. Fans quoted the last line, "She might consider a song about it." turning it into a trending TikTok sound. And then came the backlash. While many defended South Park's right to satire, others criticized the show for punching down and targeting a young actress who's still building her career. Critics pointed out that many of South Park's earlier targets were powerful figures with decades of fame and influence, whereas Zegler is just 23, still navigating the spotlight, and known for taking progressive stances that make her a frequent target for internet trolls. Some celebrities even took her side. Fellow actresses posted supportive messages on Instagram, while others, including a few Disney insiders, reportedly reached out privately, offering solidarity. The entertainment world is divided, and now fans are asking, will this lawsuit actually make it to court? Or is this just another high-profile PR chess match? So far, there's no word on whether the case has been formally accepted into court, or whether it might be settled quietly behind the scenes. But industry insiders say there are real consequences looming for both sides. If Zegler wins, it could set a new standard for how far parody can go before it becomes personal defamation. If South Park wins, it reaffirms the wide latitude artists and comedians have when mocking public figures. Either way, the $100 million headline is already shaping public perception, and for Zegler, that might be the point. Even if the lawsuit doesn't succeed, it forces a conversation about the cost of fame, the ethics of satire, and the fine line between humor and harm. So where do you stand in all this? Is Rachel Zegler justified in fighting back against a show known for pushing boundaries? Or is this lawsuit a dangerous move that threatens freedom of expression in comedy? One thing's for sure, the battle between Hollywood stars and satirical creators just reached a whole new level. And whether it's settled in court or in the court of public opinion, this case is one to watch. If you want to stay up to date with the latest on this story, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss a single update. And let us know in the comments, was South Park out of line or just doing what they've always done?